Close your eyes. Imagine cobblestone streets bathed in golden light, gondolas gliding under moonlit bridges, and hidden courtyards where whispers of love stories linger in the air. From Paris's glittering Eiffel Tower to Santorini's cliffside sunsets, Europe is a masterpiece of romance waiting to be explored. But beyond the postcard views lie secrets: castle tunnels, underground lakes, and candlelit cafés known only to locals. Join me on a journey to 25 enchanting destinations, where every corner sparks magic, and history itself feels like a love letter. This isn't just travel, it's an affair with adventure. Ready to fall in love with Europe all over again? Let's begin. Begin with the soft glow of street lamps reflecting on the Seine as evening falls, painting the river in liquid gold. The Eiffel Tower isn't just an iron structure, it's a living monument, where over 20,000 light bulbs create its famous hourly sparkle, a spectacle designed by Pierre Bidot in 1985, using technology that would make Edison proud. Couples whisper secrets on the Pont des Arts, where though love locks were removed, the tradition continues unofficially on nearby bridges with couples, tying ribbons instead. For the ultimate intimate moment, visit Rue de l'Abreuvoir at dawn when Montmartre's pink houses glow in the morning light and the smell of fresh croissants from nearby bakeries fills the air. The Musée de la Vie Romantique hides a rose garden café where George Sand once entertained Chopin, its iron-wrought tables perfect for sharing delicate macarons. The true romance of Venice reveals itself when the day trippers leave, and the canals turn to mercury under the moonlight. Gondolas aren't just boats. They're handcrafted masterpieces, using 8 different types of wood, each asymmetrical design allowing for perfect navigation through narrow canals. The most authentic serenades happen spontaneously when local gondoliers gather near Campo San Barnaba in the evenings, their voices bouncing off 15th century facades. Discover hidden Bacardi bars where for $3 or $1 you can share sacchetti like creamy bacala, mantecato on crusty bread, washed down with an ombra, small glass, of local Prosecco. The real magic happens at Libreria Acqua Alta, where lovers can browse water-damaged books, stacked in bathtubs and climb a staircase made of encyclopedias to kiss on a tiny balcony overlooking the canals. The path of the gods. Hike isn't just about views. Along this ancient mule trail you'll pass 11th century watchtowers and lemon groves where Sfusato, Amalfitano lemons grow as big as grapefruits. In Ravello, the Villa Simbrone's Terrace of Infinity lives up to its name. Its bus-lined walkway ends abruptly at a cliff edge with the sea stretching endlessly below. Local fishermen in Conca dei Marini still make mozzarella by hand each morning, arrive by boat at 5 a.m. to watch the stretching process before enjoying the still warm cheese with just picked basil. The Emerald Grotto's secret is its submerged Roman statues, visible when sunlight hits the water at exactly 1:15 p.m. in summer months, creating an ethereal green glow on the marble figures below. Then Little Venice district's flower-decked canals hide a secret. Look for the medieval winch systems, still visible on some houses, used to hoist goods directly to attic storerooms. At Maison Martin Jund, taste Riesling from 300-year-old vines that survived phylloxera because they grow in the unique, pink sandstone soil of the Schlossberg Hill. The Unterlinden Museum's Isenheim altarpiece reveals hidden panels during special evening viewings. Its grotesque yet beautiful depictions of disease made it a comfort to medieval plague victims. For Christmas visits, the Marché Gourmand near Koifu serves flammekueche, Alsatian pizza, with foie gras and mulled wine in hand-painted pottery mugs. Stay at Le Maréchal, a 16th century fortified house where rooms have exposed beams and 4-poster beds, draped in toile de Jouy fabrics. The Palais de Lille's triangular prison was called the most romantic building in France. By poet Lamartine, its cells now house a museum of alpine life. Rent a electric boat on Lake Annecy to reach the secluded Roc de Cher National Reserve, where wild orchids grow among Jurassic-era rock formations. At Les Caves du Château, taste de rares roussettes de Savoie, wines aged in the 12th century castle's original cellars. There, Cuvée des Princes comes in hand-blown bottles with wax seals. For breakfast, La Petite Rose serves rose-shaped brioche with violet-infused honey from local hives. Stay at Imperial Palace where Charlie Chaplin entertained guests. Their lakeside suites have original Art Nouveau tilework and private docks. The Faraglione Rocks aren't just scenic. They're home to the rare blue lizard found, Nowhere else on Earth, their color matching the grotto waters perfectly. Take the Phoenician, steps from Marina Grande. These 921 ancient stairs pass hidden, lemon groves and cliffside shrines, with fewer crowds than the cable car. At the Certosa di San Giacomo Monastery, the cloister's orange trees bloom in winter, their fragrance mixing with sea air during evening concerts. For lunch, the Paulino serves pasta al limone under a canopy of 130 lemon trees. Their limoncello is aged in barrels that once held La Crema Christi wine. Stay at JK Place Capri, where rooms feature hand-painted Vietri tiles and the infinity pool appears to merge with the Tyrrhenian Sea. Juliet's balcony may be fictional, but the 14th century Casa di Giulietta hides real love notes in its courtyard walls. The oldest found was written in 1823 on a rolled-up cigarette paper. The Roman Arena's opera season transforms ancient stones into the world's largest open-air theater. Book near Prima Filen, seats to feel the vibration of 1500 voices singing Har Carmenir. At Bottega del Vino, sample Amarone aged in cherrywood casks. They're 1928. Reserve is poured from a barrel signed by Maria Callas. For a secret view, climb the Torre dei Lamberti at noon when its bell rings. 100 times, a tradition started to mark a 13th century peace treaty. Stay at Du Torre Hotel, where Napoleon once slept. Request room 309 for its frescoed ceiling and balcony overlooking Piazza delle Erbes morning market. Beyond the famous blue domes, Santorini's volcanic soil creates wines unlike anywhere else. The crisp Assyrtiko grapes grow in basket-shaped vines to protect them from fierce winds. Book a private sunset cruise from Amudi Bay, where the captain will anchor near the lava-formed hot springs. Their mineral-rich waters warm against your skin as the sky turns fiery orange. The village of Pyrgos hides a secret. Its medieval castle ruins offer 360-degree views without the Oya crowds, especially magical when the whitewashed buildings turn pink during the on-golden hour. Stay at a cave house hotel where the thick volcanic walls keep interiors cool, and private plunge pools seem to spill into the caldera below. For breakfast, try melakuni, local sesame honey, bars that have been made for weddings since Venetian times. Then floating monasteries were built using baskets and ropes. Workers would spin the ropes from willow twigs because they were believed to become stronger when stretched. Today, monks still use winches to haul supplies up the 300-meter cliffs, though now with motorized assistance. Visit Varlam, monastery's hidden cellar, to see the original 16, the century net that caught falling rocks. During construction, its intricate knotwork inspired local jewelry designs. For sunset, hike to the abandoned Whippapanti Monastery. Its empty chapel's acoustics make whispered prayers echo like a chorus. Stay at Dupiani House, where balconies seem to hover in midair. And breakfast includes honey from hives kept on the hotel's own cliffside terrace. The medieval Beguinage transports you to the 13th century, where unmarried religious women once lived in whitewashed houses, surrounded by poplar trees, now a UNESCO site, so quiet you can hear the swans glide along the Minnewater Lake's surface. Chocolate shops like the Chocolate Line create avant-garde flavors with ingredients like bacon and wasabi, but the real romance lies in their workshops, where you can watch master chocolatiers hand-paint edible gold onto truffles. Climb the 366 steps of the belfry at dusk when the carillon plays its 47-bell symphony over the market, square's gabled houses. For a unique experience, book the end dinner in the Skyn platform that lifts couples, 50 meters above the city, with a Michelin-starred meal and panoramic views of the illuminated canals. This alpine village's mirror-like lake reflects pastel houses so perfectly it creates a dreamlike double image, best viewed from the end postcard angle, near Marktplatz at sunrise when mist rises off the water. The world's oldest salt mine hides an underground lake where miners carved a wooden slide now used for tourist rides. Descend into the mountain's heart-holding hands. Rent a traditional Fuhrwerk horse-drawn carriage to explore trails. Through beech forests where locals forage for wild garlic in spring. Stay at Sea Hotel Grüner Baum, where Mozart once slept in room 240, now featuring a 4-poster bed and balcony dipping almost into the lake. Don't miss baking lessons at the 700-year-old Holzofenbäckerei, where you'll make heart-shaped Schnecken, cinnamon snails, using recipes from the Habsburg era. Walk the city walls at golden hour when the Adriatic turns cobalt in the limestone streets. glow amber, but skip the crowded main entrance and access near the Maritime Museum for Solitude. Lokrum Island's Dead Sea Pool was created. When monks blasted through rock to the ocean, its warm, still waters are perfect for floating together under fig trees. The Buja Bar clings to cliffs outside the city walls. Time, your cocktail for sunset when daredevils. Cliff dive into the deep blue below. For dinner, Nautica Restaurant's terrace offers front row seats to the illuminated Lovrienic Fortress across the bay, where waiters will bring wool blankets when the sea breeze picks up. Stay in a 15th century stone house in the Ploče district, where rooftop jacuzzis overlook the old town's terracotta roofs. Marco Polo's alleged birthplace hides a surprise. The house, museum staircase spirals counterclockwise, a defensive feature allowing right-handed defenders to swing swords freely. The Moresca sword dance performed in July's festival tells a 400-year-old love story through clashing blades and acrobatic leaps. At LD Restaurant, seafood is cooked under a pica bell, the ancient Dalmatian method using embers and aromatic herbs. For swimming, head to Vaja Beach's Natural, a jacuzzi where waves surge through rock channels. Stay at Lesik Dimitri Palace, where rooms are styled as merchant houses. The Men Spice Swedish has walls lined with drawers of cinnamon and cloves. Pina Palace's whimsical colors, sunflower yellow, terracotta red, and lavender purple, were inspired by Queen Maria II's love of operatic stage designs. The Quinta da Regalera's initiation wells spiral 27 meters underground, their moss-covered steps leading to secret tunnels that emerge under waterfalls. For a private experience, book the sunset tour of Montserrat Palace when the Moroccan-style arches cast intricate shadows across empty halls. Local pastry shops sell travesseros, pillow-shaped almond pastries created by the Periquita family in 1862, best enjoyed warm from the oven in their hidden garden courtyard. Stay at Lawrence's Hotel, where Lord Byron wrote parts of Near Childe Harold's Pilgrimage Inn, and the original 1764 wine cellar now houses a romantic dining room lit by 300 candles. The Vltava River's gentle bends create perfect canoeing conditions. Rent a boat near the Brewery Museum and float past 15th century houses where flowers spill from every window box. The castle tower's 162 steps reward climbers with views of the medieval old town's perfect circle layout, unchanged since the 1300s. At night, the Castle Baroque theater comes alive with candlelit operas performed, exactly as they were in 1682. The original stage machinery still uses hemp ropes and human-powered pulleys. Papa's Living Restaurant serves modern Czech cuisine in a vaulted cellar where each table sits in its own arched niche with velvet curtains for privacy. For something sweet, the medieval-themed Krčma v Šatlavské street offers honey wine, served in handmade clay goblets. The island church's wishing bell tradition began in 1534, when a widow had it cast from melted-down coins to honor her drowned husband. Today, couples ring it together for good luck. Rent a wooden Pletna boat from the Molino family, whose ancestors have been ferrying visitors since the 12th century. Their distinctive striped awning boats are propelled by a special nunsteroder technique. For the best photos, hike to Oystrica viewpoint before breakfast, when morning mist rises off the lake like a fairy tale. Stay at Villa Bled, Tito's former summer residence, where the Art Deco rooms feature original 1950s furniture and a private swimming platform in the lake. Don't miss the cream cake at Park Hotel. Its 7 delicate layers have been made from the same recipe since 1953, with exactly 31 grams of vanilla custard between each sheet of puff pastry. The new bridge's central chamber was once a prison. Now it houses an exhibition about its construction, including how workers suspended themselves in wicker baskets to carve the gorge walls. The Arab bath's star-shaped steam vents create perfect acoustics. Local flamenco singers sometimes perform here unannounced, their voices echoing off 13th century brick arches. For dinner, Albacara Restaurant's terrace juts over the cliff edge. Their unsuspended menu includes dishes like partridge with pomegranate, served on see-through glass plates. Stay at the Reina Victoria, where Rainer Maria Rilke wrote She's the Spanish Trilogy. His favorite writing desk still sits in room 208, positioned to watch eagles circle the gorge at sunrise. Arlington Row's 14th century weavers. Cottages have walls made of year wattle and daub, a mix of sheep's wool, dung, and straw that still insulates perfectly. The Calm Valley's clear waters hide Roman mosaics visible when drought lowers the river. Local guides, no secret access points. At the Swan Hotel, afternoon tea includes yerbibery tarts, made with trout from the hotel's own fishery. For romance, book the Trout and About, package including champagne. Picnic by the river. Stay at the Catherine Wheel, where Charles II allegedly hid after the Civil War. Their 4-poster beds use wool from the nearby Biburi sheep farm. The Keek into Kirk Tower's name, non-peek into the kitchen, comes from soldiers joking. They could see into homes from its height. Today, its tunnels host a museum of medieval love letters. The Rayoptique pharmacy has sold marzipan cure-alls since Troisième de Vie. Their rose petal version was believed to mend broken hearts. At Olde Hansa, dine by candlelight on elk stew served in bread bowls while minstrels play rebecs. For views, climb St. Olaf's Church, tower at sunset when the light turns the old town's roofs copper. Stay at the Three Sisters, where interconnected 14th century merchant houses now form a boutique hotel. Request the Lily Room, with its secret balcony overlooking US Street. The Matterhorn's east face reflects alpenglow so intensely in September that locals call it War the Rose Mountain. Best seen from Riffelsee's mirror-like lake. Horse-drawn sleighs use traditional Schlittengeläute, bells tuned to specific notes to create harmonies as they move. At Chevroni, try capons, chard-wrapped dumplings served with views of the north face. For adventure, the non-patrouille routes lets you ski the exact path of historic rescue dogs. Stay at Montservin Palace, where the Amur Chocolate Grotto offers unlimited pralines, and rooms have heated boot racks for après-ski comfort. The island church's wishing bell tradition began in 1534, when a widow had it cast from melted-down coins to honor her drowned husband. Today, couples ring it together for good luck. Rent a wooden Pletna boat from the Molino family, whose ancestors have been ferrying visitors since the 12th century. Their distinctive striped awning boats are propelled by a special Nunsteruder technique. For the best photos, hike to Oystrika viewpoint before breakfast, when morning mist rises off the lake like a fairy tale. Stay at Villa Bled, Tito's former summer residence, where the Art Deco rooms feature original 1950s furniture and a private swimming platform in the lake. Don't miss the cream cake at Park Hotel. Its 7 delicate layers have been made from the same recipe since 1953, with exactly 31 grams of vanilla, custard between each sheet of puff pastry. The Flöbanen funicular's secret is its middle station. Get off. Here to walk through pine forests to hidden viewpoints most tourists miss. Brigands' leaning wooden houses aren't just pretty, they're unique Nanschutzduell. Construction with separate storage rooms prevented entire blocks from burning during frequent medieval fires. Book a Haren fisherman's tablin at Injörningen Toltestes Sky, Vinterkul. Prepared 15 ways, including the rare rose sacks considered Norwegian caviar. For a unique stay, the Bergen YMCA has converted a historic bank into affordable rooms. Their vault now houses a cozy reading nook with original safety deposit boxes as shelves. Don't miss the morning fish auction at Fisketoriet, chefs from Michelin starred. Restaurants bid alongside locals for the day's catch, creating a lively spectacle. The thatched roofs here aren't just quaint. Each is anchored with heavy chains to prevent the reeds from blowing away in storms, creating a crisscross pattern visible from canals. Rent a whisper boat to glide past hobbit houses, with names like the Pancaking and the Cheese Roll carved into their doors. These date from when homes were taxed by width. At Museum Giethorn at Oldemat Oos, try your hand at making traditional of flatteraken, thin pancakes, cooked on a cast iron plate heated with peat. For dinner, De Lindenhof's floating terrace serves pike perch caught that morning in the nearby Weirribben wetlands. Stay at Hotel de Pergola, where rooms have water-level windows, letting you wake to ducks swimming by at eye level. The Friedrichsbad's Roman-Irish baths follow an exact 17-step ritual, from the 54th to dry heat room to the final or creamy blanket wrap, in a starlit relaxation chamber. At night, the Kurhaus Casino's chandeliers, holding 28,000 crystals, illuminate gold leaf ceilings where Dostoevsky lost his fortune, inspiring Leonard the Gamblers. The Lichtentaler Alley's 300-year-old redwoods create a cathedral-like canopy in spring. Their branches drip with wisteria while the grounds become a living Monet painting. For dinner, Le Jardin de France serves canals de brochet and truffle sauce. a recipe unchanged since 1870 when it comforted homesick Parisians. Stay at Brenner's Park Hotel where the Ammerforest Suite has a glass floor section revealing an underground stream. This Eifel region gem freezes in time each December when the Christmas market's 200-year-old wooden huts sell hand-dipped candles and are printemps, spice cookies stamped with love hearts. The Rotes House Museum reveals 18th century merchant life. It's her bride's room. Displays trousseaux with hand-embroidered linens that took girls years to complete. At Café Haus Troisdorf, try the Verliebt in Moncho, in love with Moncho cake. Layers of hazelnut. Marings and black cherry cream. For active couples, the nearby Venbahn cycle path follows an abandoned railway, through tunnels draped with ferns. Stay at hotel residence Heinz, where each room is themed after a local legend. The Men Tuchmacher suite has original 1700s, weaving looms converted into bedside tables. The Royal Mileskirk closes, alleyways. Hide unexpected treasures. Huntley House's museum displays. 17th century love tokens, including silver Frettener posy ringzicks engraved with secret messages. Arthur's Seat's volcanic cliffs glow copper at sunset. Take the radical road approach to pass. Salisbury Crag's dramatic rock faces. The witchery by the castle serves haggis stuffed pheasant. In a dining room lit entirely by beeswax candles, their secret gardeny terrace overlooks Prince's Street Gardens. For whiskey lovers, the Scotch Whiskey Experience's vault holds a Mulse Senacordiquar bottle from Holyrood Palace, though you'll taste modern. Single malts paired with artisanal chocolate. Stay at the Balmoral where J.K. Rowling finished Harry Potter request room. 52 for its castle views and writing. Desk stocked with parchment paper,